Gaming coming at y'all with another video, and in today's video I wanted to do a preemptive Digimon deck profile. I wanted to make some deck profiles of the newest set, World Convergence, coming out. I usually try to do this a week or two ahead of time before the sets come out to give you guys some kind of idea of some of the decks that you can build from this set. And in today's video we are going to do a deck profile over the Windguardians. Now if you're up on your Digimon lore, you know that the Windguardians are one of the group of Digimon. There's a lot of different ones, like the Windguardians, Nightmare Soldiers. There's these groups of Digimon, and these ones are evolved around bird Digimon, and plants in grassy, foresty areas. But this is our first set of getting this trait. And they just abbreviated as WG, and that stands for Windguardians. So really interesting archetype of Digimon that come together. We have Floramon here, Mushroommon, Kiwimon, Woodmon, Daramon, Cherrymon, Gryphonmon, our ace Digimon Puppetmon. Those are all the Windguardians that we've gotten. Obviously these Digimon have been released before, but this is the first time that they have the Windguardians trait, right? So now I'm gonna go over this deck. This one was a little easy to do because they didn't give us a lot, right? That's not very many Digimon. 2 level 3s, 2 level 4s, 2 level 5s, and 2 level 6s, which is a good enough amount to build a deck, but maybe just missing some cards, hopefully that they'll, release in the next couple sets if they, want to do that. Really interesting on the Windguardian art here. You can assume that we're going to be getting a couple of these as a foreshadow, because we do know that Digimon is part of the Windguardian, so it'll be interesting to see if that support will be for this deck if they do end up giving us a Digimon. And so is Rafflesiamon. She is also part of that, and this art is just really, really cool. I like this Windguardian art the most out of everything, with the Cherrymon, and then also not Kiwimon, but the other little dinosaur plant guy. He's also a Windguardian. But let's get into the deck profile. We are going to run 4 of this Yokomon egg, and it just says your turn once per turn. When any of your Windguardian trait Digimon are played, you draw a card. So you bring out you Digivolve a Riki in the back, you move up, and then you play a Windguardian, and now Windguardian, and now you can draw a card, which is really, really good. Floramon is the searcher for the deck. You can see that this deck's going to have a lot of different keywords. It's going to be a very interesting deck. It digivolves for 0 on top of your level 2 Windguardian trait. So that's all the different colors. We get to, ignore our normal color requirements by doing it on top of a Windguardian trait. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Avian or Bird in any of its traits, and 1 card with the Windguardian trait. Add them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom. So really, really good. This is going to get you an Avian or a Bird. So essentially the blue line in this, and then also the plant, essentially, because the plants are all wind, but it could be anything that is Windguardian. Since they didn't give us a ton of Rikis to deal with, I'm just going with the tried and true Madoki Betamon. This is a really good floodgate. I think one of the best ones to tie up some of the loose ends that the deck maybe has. If you want to switch this for any of your other floodgate rookies, you definitely can. I think that the Madoki here is a good one. Your opponents can't gain memory except with Tamer effects, which is awesome, right? Being able to keep your opponent from doing that. Going to our other level 3, we're running 2 of the Madoki, 4 of the Floramon, and 4 of this Mushroommon. It is vegetation and a Windguardian. Really cool to see the art here. I like the little mini Mushroommons that Mushroommon throws out and its mushroom attack on the show. On play, you may suspend 1 Digimon. So this is very, very versatile, because I do wish it was, they stay suspended, but it is very versatile in the sense that it says you may suspend 1 Digimon. So that is any Digimon on the board, yours or your opponent, and it does Digivolve on a level 2 WG trait. I'll just say that for short from now on. But it does give us a piercing inheritable, and we have a jamming inheritable. These are two really, really good inheritables to have together, because when you go to swing with your boss monster, you get to pierce through their body and then don't have to worry about the check because you will have jamming. So it looks like the blue line is giving us jamming and the green line is giving us piercing. Our other level 4 that we are running is going to be this Kiwimon. It says all turns when this Digimon suspends, you draw a card, and the play cost is only 4. It does cost you 2 to Digivolve on a level 3, or 2 on any of your WG trait Digimon, and it comes with jamming. So this means when you swing with this Digimon, you can draw a card, and it's going to have jamming, hopefully, which is really, really cool, because it just says when this Digimon suspends. If you have a way to give it blocker, which I don't think we do, if you could give it blocker, it suspends when you attack. It just says anytime it suspends, say you hard play it and your opponent suspends it, it's all turns, so then you get to draw a card, which is really, really good. I like this effect. Very versatile. Love to see it. For our level 4, running 4 of the Kiwimon with the jamming inheritable. We are going to run 4 of the Woodmon. This Woodmon is really, really cool. On play, when Digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. So it could be yours or your opponent's once again, right? So say they don't have anything out, but you have the Kiwimon set up. You can bring out the Woodmon and suspend the Kiwimon to draw a card, just to go over some of the combos. Really, really cute art here. I really love the art on all these cards. I really like that the little Puyoyomon, I can't remember his name, but the little one giving you the it's not Yokomon, is it? Maybe it is a Yokomon, but it's like, no, that's Yokomon. It's the egg version, right? The level 1. Watering the Digimon is super cute here, but regardless, getting out of the way, on play and when Digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. So really versatile there if you ever had to hard play it for 5, which is not bad. And then all turns once per turn when any of your opponent's Digimon are played. If this Digimon is suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. This is a really good, interaction on your opponent's turn kind of stuff. Because say they go to hard play down a rookie and you're suspended, they're going to have to make sure that that rookie's the only thing that they got on the board they don't want to get suspended, because you're going to suspend one of their big Digimon if they let you do it, right? So this is a very versatile effect. Cost 2 to Digivolve, gives you piercing inheritable, 5,000 DP. Really, really good. And just to round out things, and I wanted to play this Lydramon. It is the new Lydramon from this set. It is really, really strong. It's going to cost you 3 to Digivolve on top of a blue or green, but that's very versatile for us because we don't have enough windguardians out yet, but this guy can go on top of any of our level 3 Digimon because it is versatile with the blue and green. And this one has piercing and armor purge. So I like this Lydramon, the fact that it has piercing, because we can Digivolve on top of our level 3 and get the piercing inheritable or the jamming inheritable, so now we can swing with piercing, jamming, and not have to worry about it. That's kind of what we're going for here, so then that kind of goes along with our plans, keeping the piercing heritable. If you do Digivolve on top of the green one, that's fine. You'll just have piercing as well, but the armor purge is really good. If you don't have the jamming, now you get to save it, which is really cool, just by armor purging. And then when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. So this is really good because that goes over into their turn, right? So now they have to think about, like, oh, this Digimon is pretty strong. It's going to be 8,000 DP. They're going to have to go into level 5 to answer it, essentially, in most cases, unless they get rid of it another way. But the fact that you get to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, it's any Digimon regardless of the statistics, is what we're going for. And this guy really helps us do this. I like the Lydramon a lot. Going into the level 5s, I do think that you just run 4 of this Avian Windguardian Daramon. So this is in the line, one of the new Digimon we got. It has Evade on its body, which is really, really cool, right? If you can get this thing set up with piercing, evade, jamming, that's a lot of keywords to have. So this guy having evade is really, really cool. On play, when Digivolving one of your Digimon with the Windguardian trait may unsuspend. So this is awesome. You get to on play, when Digivolving do this, unsuspend one of your WG trait Digimon, and then your turn, really strong and heritable for blue, is this Digimon's attack target can't change. So it's going to help your boss Digimon swing in and get some checks in without having to worry about their pesky blockers or redirections. It is 7,000 DP. It will cost you 3 on top of your WG traits and cost you 3 on any generic level 4 blue for 3. And it's just only 6 play costs. These play costs are not bad. for level 5s. The Cherrymon is going to cost you 7. This is the new Cherrymon. Really cool art here. I like this Cherrymon. I like seeing the Biomon and all the other little guys kind of in the top of it here with the Palmon, Biomon. It's like a Coromon, but Digivolves for 3 on a level 4 green for 3, or your WG traits for 3. 7 play costs here, 7,000 DP. So hopefully this one comes with a little bit stronger of effect, maybe, right? Because we're paying the 1 extra to play it out, and it's pretty strong. On play, when Digivolving, you may suspend 1 Digimon. This is a May, so you don't have to do it, but it can be any of your Digimon or your opponent's Digimon. And then opponent's turn, once per turn, when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, if this Digimon is suspended, you may change the attacking target to one of your Digimon with the WG trait. So it just says that this Digimon has to be suspended, and then you can make them collide into any of your WG trait Digimon. That other Digimon doesn't have to be suspended if you decide to put it into another Digimon. This is really, really cool, and it says all turns once per turn. When any of your WG trait Digimon are played, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So this is really cool once you get to your level 6s, that if you hard play a rookie or any of these other guys, you get to just suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So a lot of synergy here. I do like this. I do wish that there was some way in this line to maybe gain some memory when you suspend effects. Maybe, you know, instead of the level 4, the Woodmon giving you piercing again. Or the level 4 Kiwimon giving you jamming, maybe some way to gain memory in this would have been nice, but regardless, you are committing hard to the jamming, piercing, inheritables, so you will always have them, but it would have been nice to have something mix it up. I know why they do this, because they want to be thematic and kind of like give you things to look for, but it would be nice to mix it up. I think the deck would appreciate that. So going on to the level 6s, we do have a new level 6 in the game. This is Gryphonmon. We do have a couple copies, I think 2 versions of the Gryphonmon so far, maybe only 1. This one is a doozy. It's a really cool art. I love that it gets a chance to shine in this deck. We are only running 3 of this one because we do run an ace that's 4 of. But this one is 12 play costs. It Digivolves for 4 on top of a level 5 blue or green for 4, or you can Digivolve on your WG trait for only 3, which is really strong for a 2-color 12,000 DP Digimon. It has Alliance, which is awesome, so really, really strong here, being able to boost your stats, able to swing over your guys and get that piercing, jamming inheritables that you're going to have underneath. Really, really strong. When Digivolving, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card with the WG trait from your hand without suspending the cost. This is really, really good, but it is taking a card out of your hand that you have to plan for. I kind of wish that this was from the hand or trash, but understandably, they didn't want to make it too strong, but I think it would have put it in a decent spot. But really good, so you Digivolve, you get to play a level 4 or lower WG trait from your hand without paying a cost. One thing to note, it does also have DNA Digivolve, which is really, really strong. You need a blue or yellow level 5, and then a green or red level 5. So you just have either your Darumon out or your Cherrymon out, and then you get the DNA Digivolve into the Gryphonmon for a cost of 0, which is really, really strong. That's actually pretty good. Being able to DNA Digivolve, pop out another body, and you can kind of push your opponent down with this stuff. And then it also has when attacking once per turn, one of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with a WG trait in the hand without paying the cost. So that level 4 or lower that you're playing, when you attack with the Gryphonmon, now you get to let that Digimon Digivolve into one that's lower. And then since this is a when attacking, you can then use the Alliance when attacking to then, you know, suspend that Digimon. And if it's one of the level 5s, if say you play down the 4 and then Digivolve into the 5, now you're getting that 7,000 DP boost, which is really, really good. Super strong. I like this Gryphonmon. I think that, you know, it is really, really strong. And I was like, when I was putting it together, I was thinking maybe 3 and 4, or 4 and 4, or 3 and 3, because I am, you can see down here, running some options and stuff to help us out. I think that 3 should be fine. We'll be able to test it out once it comes out. But we are definitely running 4 of the new boy. Let me just scoot over. I hope this doesn't mess the video up. I'm scooting over to the other side so you guys can see this Puppetmon. Really awesome. It is an Ace Puppetmon. Puppet and Wind Guardian. 12,000 DP, 7 play cost. It costs 4 to Digivolve on a black or green level 5, which is interesting because I guess we're going to assume that we get black cards in the future that are going to be windguardians, so it'll be interesting to see which of those that we get in the future are going to be black. This is really cool now, not knowing, since this is the first set that we're all together. We don't know what future cards are, but we can tell now in sets. We can try to infer what Digimon is going to be making for us, and since he's black, we can assume that we're probably going to get a black line for the windguardians, which will be really, really cool. Anyways, he Digivolves for 3 on top of your windguardians, which is awesome. And it is a blast Digivolve, of course, because it's an ace. It has reboot and blocker. Some of the best keyword double ups to have. Super, super good. Love to see reboot blocker on a card. And then he just says, on play, when Digivolve and de-Digivolve 2 one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of their suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. This effect is so good. If you went over with me over the set review, I'll try to link that somewhere down here. This is one of the strongest cards out of the set. This is so generically good. De-Digivolve 2 one of your opponent's Digimon. That can be one Digimon over here that you choose to give that effect to, and then return one of their suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So say they're swinging in at you, and it's their big boss Digimon, right? They're swinging at your life. You blast Digivolve into this puppetmon. You can choose to de-Digivolve some other Digimon they have, and then return the Digimon that's attacking, that's suspended, to the bottom of their deck. Or you could just, say that boss monster has protection on its face up. You can de-Digivolve it too, and then send it to the bottom. This is such a versatile, really, really strong card. I love that these Dark Master cards that they're making are so versatile and strong, but it is a little annoying that they don't have the Dark Master trait. I know why they did it, but come on, Bandai. Give me the Dark Masters. You took away my puppetmon. I want my Dark Master deck back. But this puppetmon is the star of the deck for sure. Really, really strong. Now, in terms of boss Digimon, I put Examon X Anybody, which is a new one from this set, and then the Imperial Dramon Paladimos Ace, both at a 1-of. I think that they both offer very unique things. The main thing that we're looking at here is wanting that 16,000 DP, because we want 16,000 DP so we know we can swing with our piercing and jamming inheritables over our opponent's Digimon and not have to worry about the DP. I just thought that these were two of the best strong 16,000 DP Digimon. If you don't know what the new Examon X Anybody says, it is a green and blue Digimon, and it can Digivolve on top of a green, blue, or red for 6, which is what we're going to have to pay in this deck, but we don't mind because it comes with such a very powerful effect. It's going to have blocker, evade, and piercing on the body, which is really, really good keywords to have. And then you get this when Digivolving effect. Suspend all your opponent's Digimon and Tamers. Then delete one of their suspended Digimon or Tamers. So you're just doing it for that effect. Sometimes you might be in a position where you had to hard play your puppetmon, and now you're like, the puppetmon's out, but you want to have someone a little bigger. You just Digivolve on top of the puppetmon for 6. Suspend all their Digimon and Tamers, then delete one of their suspended Digimon or Tamers. Really versatile here. We're trying to be versatile with what we get to pick. This is pretty generic. Suspend everything and then delete something that's suspended. Now this other effect you won't get. It's all turns once a turn. When this Digimon suspends, it unsuspends. So you will get that effect, which is really strong. Being able to do that because you can swing, unsuspend, swing again, try to go for gain with the piercing, or leave it up as a blocker. But then if Examon or X Anybody is Digivolution cards, trash your opponent's top security. So you will not get that effect, but you can still do the when this Digimon suspends, it unsuspends, which is so, so strong. You can imagine going with this guy with jamming, piercing, all this stuff, being able to do that twice. A great boss Digimon for the deck. Only putting it at a 1-of though, because we do want a little versatility. The 16 play cost is tough, and so is that 6 Digivolve. And sometimes you just need a hard play down a Imperial Dramon Paladin mode Ace for 9, because you get its on play when Digivolve and trash all Digivolution cards of all your opponent's Digimon, which is really, really strong. Then return all cards in you or your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck. If this effect, return level 7 white cards. Return level 7 white cards. Gain 3 memory. Which, may or may not come up. It doesn't matter. You're just trashing all the sources. And then returning all the cards from one player's trash to the bottom of the deck. And you will get this when attacking by returning one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck. Unsuspend this Digimon and is not once per turn. So it is a great counter for other Ace Digimon, which is why we love running this card. It's really, really good. You get to blast Digivolve on top of a level 6 blue or green for 6. If you have to pay for it, it's going to cost 6. But if you blast Digivolve, it costs you nothing. So it's free. Really, really good card. Love to see this. Either one of these that you like the most, I think having a split of one of each is really, really good. Oh, wow, this is getting a little long. Sorry. I have a lot to say, obviously. If you guys are watching me now, you know I have a lot to say about every card game I play. But we're going to the option card. All these cool, unique decks they've been giving us all have their own cool option, and Windguardians are no different. This card costs you 2 to use. While you have no face-up security cards, you can ignore this card's color requirements, which is nifty in the case that you don't have the blue out. Security, your turn, all your Digimon with the Windguardian trait gains Vortex. So this is super strong. Imagine having Vortex, Piercing, Jamming, all these cool effects for your WG trait Digimon. This card is really, really good. I think 3 of this card is good. I think that 4 is probably pushing it. You only really need 1 up there because it says main. Add your bottom security card to the hand. Then place this card face up as the bottom security. So you only need to see it once to get that effect into the security. Other times then it's going to just be a dead card in your hand. But nonetheless, it is really, really strong. So maybe you could go down to a 2 of it if you wanted to. But I think you want to see this card. The Vortex is so important. And then security, you may play 1 WG trait level 5 or lower card from your hand without paying the cost. Once again, I do wish this was trash because we are pulling a lot of cards out of our hand. Which is a little tough, to keep hand value, but still a really good card. I think you have to run it. Since we are running blue and green, that means we get to run one of the best option cards in the game, and that is Megadef. It costs you 5. Main, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand. So really, really good way to get rid of a body. If you wanted to switch this out for 1 Megadef, 1 Gigadef, I would not blame you, but I do feel like you have other ways to deal with Digimon. This is just an easy way to get rid of it if they're immune to your Digimon effects. Now you have an option to do it. You have a lot of ways to suspend Digimon, and then this lets you suspend one. Say another one that's pesky is suspended, you can return one of the other ones that's already suspended to their hand. And since we're running blue and green, we are obviously going to run Jade Memory Boost. This is the memory boost that lets you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 green or blue Digimon card among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of your deck. Then place this card in the battle area, and it has main delay. Gain 2 memory. It does cost you 3 to use, and blue meets this color's requirement. Awesome searcher for the deck. Helps us find our pieces. Only running it at a 3 of, and then yes, Davis is going to be the main tamer because these, servers of these groups of Digimon don't have tamers yet. And I think that Davis is obviously the best Digimon if you're running, or tamer to get blue or green Digimon if you're running both the colors in your deck, because he's a memory setter. He costs you 4. You reveal the top 3 cards. You add a blue and 1 green Digimon among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. And then 2 of the Mimi and Joe. This is a really cool tamer for the deck because say they clear off your Digimon and now you're having the Digivolve in the back. And say you have a Megadef in your hand, you got cleared off and they got a big boss Digimon out, but you have your Mimi and Joe out and you were able to Digivolve into a Digimon, or say you didn't do all that, you just had Mimi and Joe, you didn't have anything to play, but you have Megadef in your hand. Mimi and Joe meets that color requirement and you play Megadef for free. So in that sense, this is a great card for that, just to give you both of those color requirements for that option card. But it is also just a really good tamer for the deck, right? Because it's a play cost of 4. Start of your turn, if you have a suspended Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. We're able to suspend our own Digimon, and then if your opponent has suspended Digimon, gain another memory, which we can suspend their Digimon. I think that honestly this is a better tamer for the deck than even Davis is, being able to do all these cool things, but we run the Davis and this in tandem. And then it gets even better because it says all turns when one of your green or blue Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may suspend this tamer to draw a card. We're going to be killing their Digimon in battle because we have piercings, we have ways to, de-digivolve and suspend it and swing over. So we're going to get a lot of value out of this Mimi and Joe. Now that I've kind of go over the deck a lot, I think that you're gonna run through your deck pretty quick. I think in this deck we got a lot of draw, search, and things like that. So if you ever get in an instance, you may want to put your cards back in your deck with the Imperial Dramon, so that way then you can have cards to draw with Mimi and Joe, but you're gonna have a lot of draw power with this. I will link the deck in the description. I'll put a photo at the end. Let me know what you guys think about this deck profile. Are y'all going to build WG trait Digimon, the Windguardian traits, or are you going to build something else? Let me know what y'all are excited about. I'm going to definitely do some more deck profiles for this set. It is coming out soon. Make sure you go support your local game stores. They should be having the release events this weekend, and the set will come out to everyone the weekend after this weekend. But I appreciate everyone hanging out with me. Please leave the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Peace.